Jesus has this teaching that we're to love our enemies, and that's really quite difficult to do if you've ever really tried it, because the word enemy can sound very forbidding, and it maybe you think you haven't got any enemies, but there may be those people in your life that are just quite difficult to love. Maybe they're not particularly kind to you, or not exactly your enemy, but they're someone who's just quite different and you find it difficult to love. And that's where I think the teaching of Jesus really helps us. He gives us a reason why we're to love our enemies, and he actually talks about how God sends his rain and his sun to shine on the righteous and the unrighteous. And so the sun that's shining today is shining on people who are good, people who are not so good, people who are righteous, people who are unrighteous, Christians, Muslims, secular people, all kinds of people. That means that whenever I look at someone else that maybe is different from me, someone who I find it difficult to love, when I look into that person's eyes, I am seeing someone who is in some ways a brother or a sister to me, someone who's been made by God, someone who is loved by God, someone on whom God showers his blessings just as he does on me. And that begins to make me realize that I've got a bond with them. But Jesus goes beyond that to actually give us some practical advice as to how to do this, because it is difficult when you're emotionally quite resistant to the idea of loving someone who's very different from you. He says, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. Try praying for someone and hating them at the same time. You can't really do it. And the other thing is simply to talk to them. He says, if you greet those who are like you, what reward will you have? Walk across the room, open a conversation, however difficult it might be, because in that conversation you might find stuff about them that makes you realize that there's a reason behind the way they act. They might find the same thing about you as well.